Microphone. We live, man. We are live.
What's good, people? Hotep Jesus, Uncle Hotep back at it again. Episode 32 of Hotep's Been Told Ya podcast show, whatever you want to call it. We're back at it again. Super Bowl weekend, Super Bowl week.
Yeah.
Hotep Jesus, what's going on?
No, man, chilling, man. How you feeling, yo?
I'm all right, man. The job had put a whooping on me this week, man. I was they was getting their money's worth, man, out of me this week. So, I had to roll with that, roll with the punches, but I'm still on earth, I'm still walking, I'm still breathing, so I'm still good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Same here, man. I've been working hard, you know, trying to make sure the lights stay on.
I feel you. I definitely feel you on that, man. So let's jump right to it, man. Listen, the R. Kelly documentary came and went, and they had scheduled MJ documentary that I guess it appeared at Sundance earlier in the week. And the two of the guys that accused MJ of harassing it or assaulting them when he was younger came out, and I guess they did a documentary. Even in the court of law, they was found not. I mean, MJ was found not guilty. Now they come with the documentaries. And this one hurts because I'm like, man. We gave y'all R. Kelly. Y'all can have R. Kelly, okay? Y'all can have R. Kelly, right? But now they try to pull the same trick. And you have to think, like, they had to time the documentaries. Like, we'll let R. Kelly go first, then here we're going to go with MJ. No. See, they overestimated their propaganda with this one, man. What happened with R. Kelly? The sisters they came and they were like, yeah, we got him. There's not that same energy with MJ. You know what I'm saying? And I seen some writers like, oh, you won't be able to listen to MJ's music again after you see this documentary. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I just played it for my kid this morning. Wake up! I'm getting ready to dress. When are they going to stop, man? I keep saying they mad at MJ because he bought the Beatles. He bought the Beatles Masters. They mad. MJ wasn't fooling with them jokers. Them record labels execs.
Elvis Presley.
Yeah, MJ wasn't playing with it, and they still after the man in his death, man.
MJ had the Cracker Master catalog. He had they greats. White man said, nah. I'm not gonna let you get the chance, stupid. Yo, we said on a previous episode, I already let the people know how I feel about MJ. It's all hands off. He's the one celebrity I might actually fight you over. Like, if we're out and we're at the bar hanging out, we're having drinks, and you start talking shit about R. Kelly, I might entertain you. We might have a little debate or whatever. I might just listen. You talk about MJ, I gotta go in your mouth, dog. It's like talking about family. We fighting for Michael Jackson. That's gonna start a fight, yo. Start a fight. You call MJ a pedophile to my face while I had one too many beers. Going upside your noggin, yo. You don't talk about my brother like that. What? MJ was gonna say the world. He was a saint, yo. And they trying to now they trying to take him down after they done took Bill Cosby from us and R. Kelly from us. They tried Chris Brown. Chris Brown's like, nah, nigga, I got my proof. Say he had his proof, his ducks in order. Then they come in for our man MJ. Sundance Festival. We probably give a fuck about no goddamn film. Fuck out of here with that shit.
You're right, man. Nobody care about that shit, man. You know what I mean? This guy, he's been in the public eye since he was 10 years old, entertaining, he should be looked at as a national treasure. You know what I'm saying? And I still come back to his favorite song of mine. They don't really care about us, and he had some controversial lyrics in here. I'm not gonna say it. You can listen to it for yourself. And I still think to this day that pisses them off, and they still try to get him in his grave. Man.
Yes, the infamous line. Yes, rhymes with screw me.
Anyway, off of this, what is it with your girl Loomer, man? Dressing up in a sombrero, hopping over walls, getting arrested.
Yeah. Luma backdoor Luma things. Somebody else got Luma today.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. What was he? The governor or something?
Yeah, he's a governor. It's Nancy Pelosi's nephew.
Okay.
And Laura actually texted me this morning, and she actually sent me one of my tweets about her. She thought it was funny. So me and
Okay. Oh, my bad. I didn't know it was like that. you got the number. All right. Well, go ahead, dog.
It says tweets texting back and forth. My right wing boo, my Jew boo. You know what I'm saying? So she texted me this today, this afternoon. So I hit her up. I was like, I wanted some details. So she gave me some details, and she sent me this picture over. I'm about to just show it on the screen right now. This picture right here. She said this is her with Gavin. As you can see, it has the NPC face on it. But you see her Mexican outfit? Yeah.
Yo, that's hilarious, man. And I'm glad she's staying in the limelight. So I just followed her on Instagram. Yeah, I was like, I don't know how somebody. I seen the link. I was like, oh, she's on Instagram doing a thing. I followed her on Instagram, but we need her back on Twitter, man. I'm like, Jack is a jerk for banning Laura, man. But she's about that action. A lot of people on the right are saying they're going to do this, saying they're going to do that. God damn, they're killing babies, and they want to kill babies right in the womb, out the womb. It don't matter in Virginia. I don't see none of y'all running up on that person. But Laura, what I mean? She has something she wants to fight for, the wall. She's running up on people, ran up on Pelosi's crib, ran up on the governor's crib. Why is she the only one out there? Yeah. Where the rest of y'all at?
Yeah. She went out to Sacramento, ran up on his lawn, crossed his border, hopped his wall. She ain't playing no games. Hold on, I got another picture. You see my man with the fake mustache on? This is funny, yo. Laura Loomer is hilarious. But yo, we got to talk about those laws that were recently passed in New York. Because first of all, I believe the DACA, the Dreamers now have school paid for, right? They can get college paid for. What else? You can kill the baby as it's born.
Yeah.
We
crazy.
saw Representative Tran was speaking on that matter. And I believe a Republican was questioning her about some things in the new bill that basically said the baby's head could be right there about to pop out, about to be born into this world, and they have the option of killing it. And then what was the other one? Gavin Newsom's actually, he wants to give illegals free health care. That was Laura's major thing about that. She was saying, these people are bringing in these illegals and they want to give them more privileges and more rights than Americans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But New York had something else. It was the school, it was the abortion, and it was a third one.
In New York? I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they just was pushing some bills. It'll come to me. But yeah, it's getting crazy out here, man. The left that's you got that one bill that infringes on the free speech. We talked about that last time. That went back up for vote again.
Yeah, yeah.
The bill we can't talk about.
Hey, Lipster Davis, thank you for this $5 super chat. This MAGA country boy, appreciate that. Hey, people, we accept donations, Patreon, PayPal, whatever. Thank you, for super chat. We appreciate it. Please subscribe, Hotep Jesus' channel, my channel, and please share. Get them. Can we get them likes up? You know what I mean? 53 in here, 13 likes. Can you give the boys some likes? Give us some likes, please.
We got about 50 people on the Periscope. Shout out to people on the Periscope tuning in. Hit the share button, hit the 3 dots, then hit the retweet button. Get this out to your timeline. Let them share some of this Hotep goodness.
Indeed. But yeah, shout out to Loomer. You know, she's out there doing the thing, man. And she's actually backing up what she's talking about.
Oh yeah. She's a beast, man. She's a force to be reckoned with. I'm glad she's on our side. She's like all by herself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, a lot of people need, like, especially the left, they organize these big rallies, these big protests, and Laura trends by herself. It just be Laura Loomer trending up on the timeline. You know what I mean? She's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Now, Trump is giving his State of the Union, and, Democrats have reached out to Cardi B. Now, they gave her an open invite. Any Democratic thing, a reception or whatever, they invited her to speak. Now, I like Cardi B, she feels this thought rap that, that has taken over the industry, I'm not too enthralled with her rapping, and you know what I mean? But she has a likable personality, I guess you could say. But why is the Democratic Party going to Cardi B? Like, she will speak on issues. I've seen her do that. She'll speak her mind, and since it sides with their stuff over there, they're going to go put the mic in her hand and let her talk. Man, are they crazy?
This is an act of desperation. That's what this is. This is, when you make mistakes like this sloppiness, it just shows how unprepared you are.
Right.
They're completely unprepared for the force that is Donald Trump and his constituents and his supporters. They just, like, they have to run to Cardi B for help. Like a whole nother sport. Like, she doesn't even play this sport. And y'all went to grab somebody that doesn't play this sport because there's nobody within your sport that people even care about.
Right.
Y'all came out with Impala Harass, and black people already exposed her for the cop that she is, for the ops that she is. Right? So now y'all trying to strengthen your side and run to Cardi B. For Cardi B, you can't really turn it down, right? Like, you're chilling, you're home, whatever, smoking your weed, twerking on Instagram, and you get a phone call. Right? And they're like, the Democratic National Committee wants you to come down and speak. You can't really say no to shit like that. You know what I mean? Especially not after you done took your Super Bowl, Pepsi commercial. You know what I mean? Like, she's doing real well. You know what I mean? So you go and you do your speech. But what is she going to say? Right? Like, first of all, we all tuning in. We all tuning in. The ratings gonna be high. I can't wait to see who feeds into this. And I can't wait to see what Cardi's gonna say and which Cardi shows up. Are we gonna see Democratic National Committee Cardi? Or are we gonna see Sue's Rendezvous Cardi?
I don't know, man. you would think they would give her a script, but giving her a script takes away from her, off the cuff. I mean, off the cuff, she's pretty good. You know what I mean? So I don't know what they're going to do with that. Hey, the Vibe magazine actually had because she has that new song. She's on Twerk, and they had a video of the women twerking all over the place. They had the twerk video and the tip drill video, right? And they said, what is empowering women and what is it? Like, are they serious with this shit? The same exploitation, the objectifying of women's asses is in both videos. But since, all the women are doing it and there's some men in the tip drill doing it, it's not. One is empowering and one isn't. Like, come on, what is this, man? The vibe is turned into the root, people have said, man. I can't even believe this in my own eyes.
Twerk versus tip drill. The clear difference between empowerment and degradation.
Yo, they showed the owners of Vibe. It was a white man and an Indian bull. I'm done, man.
Yo, hip hop has been co-opted, y'all. Pay attention, please. Yo, oh my God. This is terrible.
It's just whack as hell. Brother Corey, thank you. Stay solid, my guys. Thank you for the super chat donation. Appreciate it. But we'll see what they do with that. Big story of the week, and this is a doozy, man. This is a doozy. Jussie Smollet, man. First, I didn't know who the hell this guy was. I was like, what? Who? I mean, I didn't know. I'm like, who the hell is this guy, man? Alleged. We all know the story. A legend got jumped in Chicago, 2 a.m. He goes to get a foot long from somebody.
He went to get a what?
A foot long from somebody. I mean, I thought people stopped eating Subway, but I guess. Well, I don't know. But anyway, this is his story. Let's go through his story before we pick it apart. Goes to Subway, gets some food, goes home, gets jumped by allegedly 2 white men in ski masks yelling MAGA with MAGA hats on, screaming, "This is MAGA country," and they beat him up, busted his ribs up. He had a little shiner on his lip, and this is set fire to everybody's talking about this. You know what I'm saying? This is like major news, man. But there's it don't make sense, man.
The story don't make sense.
It don't make sense at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, how does somebody wake up 2 a.m. like, man, I gotta get me some Subway. I gotta give me a Subway sandwich. Nigga, please. That's the first thing. I'm like, man, how you getting up to go get you some Subway?
Yo, when I had my own record label, I wasn't even going to get my own food. You had people that did that for you. You know what I mean? Right. Like, yo, little homie, like, run to the store real quick. You got people like that around. And then nowadays, you got Uber Eats and what's the other one? Uber Eats and something else. But that type of stuff gets catered and sent directly to your home these days. Where you are, you're an actor on TV. You walked at 2 a.m. in Chicago in that cold to get a Subway? Nah, dog.
Oh, I forgot. He got hit with bleach. They poured bleach on him, and they had a rope and they put it around his neck.
I'm going to tell you what really happened.
All right, tell us what happened, man.
He was getting his ass bleached in some freaky sex act.
Right.
The rope is proof of the freaky sex act. Maybe they was role playing or something like that.
Okay.
Somewhere somebody done got jealous, something went wrong, and he bounced. Now, the original police report says nothing about MAGA, but they said they called him back, and all of a sudden, MAGA was inserted into a story, so that's how he twists it to push his agenda. We know this guy has anti-Trump tweets. We've seen them. He called Trump, I believe, a bitch ass nigga. This is what Jussie has called our president. So there was some animosity towards 45 from Jussie. So for him to set up MAGA country is plausible, to say the very least.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea for a shirt, by the way. MAGA country.
Why you say it? You know. Yo, when that shit first hit, I was like, damn, what's the design for this one? Yo, that shit gotta come out ASAP. I was just like, yo, white person get caught with this one, they definitely getting their ass whipped.
You better be in MAGA country when you got your MAGA country shirt on.
Yeah, you got that hat on plus that in the wrong neighborhood, you ain't coming back. Woo. Oh, that's ugly. That's so ugly.
Yeah, but then the story changed because then he said the manager said he was calling him on the phone and he heard them say MAGA country. So we're supposed to be allegedly had a phone witness. But when the cops say, hey, can I look at your cell phone? Can I look at your cell phone for the call history? When you talk to him, no, you can't see my phone, man. No, I can't show you my phone. Then and plus he told the cops, hey, turn your body cams off, man. We don't see that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is the most fishiest story in the world. I'm like, man, I didn't believe it from jump. I'm like, man, because earlier in the week, you have to remember, somebody wrote letters to this guy threatening him. You know what I'm saying? So my initial reaction when I heard this, I was like, he got into some funny stuff, and if somebody put a hit out on, I mean, a hit just to scare him.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna really do him in, but you want to make him feel it, so you better pay that money. You know what I'm saying? They roughed him up a little bit. That's what I initially thought. But then, he put the MAGA stuff on it. I'm like, man, plus it was cold. I don't know. I mean, listen. Plus I'm hearing there's a bar near that subway that I guess they frequent. I don't know.
I saw a story about a Tinder date going wrong. And this is from the LGBTQ community. There was apparently that's what this turned out to be. They said sometimes what happens is homophobes make Tinder accounts and then they like try to hook up with you on Tinder, and then when you meet up, they beat you up or something like that. Either way, Jussie was trying to go do some nasty shit. he was out there sinning in them streets. That's what. We just want brother Jussie to come forward. Sussy Jussie, please come forward and tell the truth, man. You don't have to lie like this. But what did I say when this first hit? Then I said this event tells me only one thing, and that's that election season's here.
Yeah.
Better strap on your boots. It's about to get ugly. It's about to be.
Yeah, because if you remember during the last election season, that's when they had all those college racial incidents all day long. It was police shootings left and right. You know what I mean? This the Democratic Party. And I said it on my video. I was like, this is the Democratic Party. They're back at it again.
Yeah.
In the Democratic Party stronghold.
Word. They try to say MAGA country in a Democratic area. Right? What? Nah, that's not what happened. You was role playing, and the last thing you remember was your safety word.
His safe word.
his, his safe word was MAGA country.
Oh my God, stop it. Yeah, it's the return of the racial falsified flags, man. That's why in my opinion, they're going strong. And people say, why would he do it? You know what I mean? If he gets away with it, look at all the press he's getting, all the sympathy he's getting. Everybody, every actor in the world is tweeting him, talking. Ellen, Kevin Hart said, "Yo, man, keep your head up." They told him kiss his ass. They told Kevin Hart, kiss our ass. This is what happens when you make jokes about us. Yeah. That's exactly what they said to Kevin Hart. And all he was worried about is that man's well-being.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I knew it was suspect from the beginning when they said, "Oh, you're the actor from Empire." I was like, MAGA people don't know nothing about no Empire. You know what I mean? Like, I'm black and I don't know nothing about this thing. It's not Cookie. Like,
yeah, like I don't know. I've seen instances where some white folks will have those miniature like them black lawn figurines, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's why I never got that. I'm like, man, if I hated black folks, I wouldn't decorate my lawn with like black caricatures. That's just me. Yeah. I never got that. So I can see sometimes, but they're not watching Empire. Cause I don't wait, like you said, you don't watch Empire. I don't watch Empire. Like, come on, man. You really got to be in the culture or the community to watch Empire. And they're not like, oh, we saw you. Like, if you recognize them from Empire, you must watch it every week, right?
Yeah, you're not right.
You just watch it casually. You watch that joint every, like, why would you, like, I hate me some Negroes, man. I'm going to watch some Empire, get mad at TV every week. Like, what sense does that make?
Right. All right. I thought there was a publicity stunt. I was like, this has to be like a show publicity stunt. Like the producer set this up, and he was like, "Oh, I can get me a little something out of this too." So, he threw a little spin on it and shit. Like Punisher whooped his ass.
I mean, do we have to look at him? Yo, Jussie, can you hold your hands? You know what I mean? Why they put the foot in your hands? You rich Negro, you rich black man, you gotta learn jujitsu, karate, boxing. You should be out. You should have took one out. I'm like, come on, 2 a.m. I just had me some Subway. Come on, man.
Yeah, the other thing that's fishy too is he said that the two individuals had on ski masks. But that's not abnormal for 2 a.m. in Chicago when it's like minus 20 degrees outside with a wind chill factor.
Right.
Of course they had on ski masks. You probably should have had a ski mask on. So, and the footage, where's the footage?
No, they only got
where's the tape?
Man, they only got 2 people walking down the street. That's it.
They got 2 dope heads going to look for a fix. And that's it. No scuffle, no Jussie. They don't even got Jussie on camera. Do they got Jussie on camera? I think they got him on camera inside the subway, right?
Inside the subway. Then I think they have him going in the building.
8:45. You said got him going in the building?
I haven't seen it. I read it on the collie that they have him going in there. But everybody's like, people with some senses questioning it, and then people with no senses like going full virtue signaling.
Oh yeah, I mean, as soon as they attached MAGA to it, I was just like, cause I checked the DM and I saw you sent it. You sent in the name Jussie Smollet. I'm like, who the fuck is Jussie Smollet? I'm like, yeah, what the hell is Unc talking about? So I went to the timeline, like, damn, trending #1. I'm like, what's this? Like, like maybe some new rookie draft pick or something. I looked, I was like, Oh, hell no. Oh, nah, here go the jokes. I was like, as soon as I started reading everybody's tweets going in, all this MAGA. As soon as I seen it was like MAGA, homophobic, racist. I'm like, nope, nope, election season. Nope, I'm not believing it. No, it was just too convenient. Everything was just too convenient, too laid out.
Yeah.
No, I'm not believing this. And then guess who got blamed for this?
Black man.
Vibe magazine, once again. Vibe magazine publishes this article, this op-ed, Straight Black Men's Silence on Jussie Smollet.
They were quick with it, man.
Homophobic and racist attack is dangerous. So wait, they said straight black men's silence on Jussie's homophobic and racist attack is dangerous. We're dangerous. Us being silent is dangerous. Saying nothing is dangerous.
Like, what is saying something going to do? Just running. People just want to run their lips. Super chat. I like the Spike Man. Thank you for the $20 donation. We must ensure the existence of our people and the future for white children. Well, you got to get the screwing, man. Intercourse, man. Make plenty of babies.
Yo.
But let's can we look at that angle? You know, of course, black men get the blame. We always get the blame for everything, man. It's like clockwork. You know, I looked at that Vibe, article. I actually went to the writer, like, man, come on, man. And then I seen the owners of Vibe are Indian guy, man, and a white man, not a black man to be seen. And why is this one mugging in Chicago so important? What's the deal? They don't care any other time. All them kids in the South Side get shot and killed every day, every summer. It goes wild. They have a day 14, 15 people get killed. I seen a scene in Chicago at the hospital. There were so many people outside the hospital crying. I'm like, God damn it, killing whole towns and streets. But one man gets mugged. Oh my God, we got to do something. Do what? You can't even stop the crime that's happening there now. But you want to stop this?
All of a sudden, all they care about black lives in Chicago. It's so bad right now that, like, if you get hurt, it's probably in your best interest to identify as, like, a different gender or a different sexuality just so they can get, like, a little bit of coverage on your story.
Because you get a little extra help, man.
Get a little extra help because you in Chicago, you get shot, man. You straight. They're like, who cares? On to the next one. It's just another body. But if you say you LGBT, woo, hold up now. Here come Al Sharpton. Here come Black Lives Matter. The whole Democratic National Committee ready to give you a microphone. That's what I would do. And as soon as I get my 5 minutes of fame, be like, psych, nigga, I fuck bitches. I am delivered.
That's true. But, I mean, I'm just going to clarify. I mean, nobody should be hurt or jumped on because of their sexual preference or anything like that. You know what I mean? But let's be for real here. Just because you shouldn't be treated extra better or more scrutiny for this because of your sexual preference or anything like that. A mugging's a mugging, a shooting's a shooting. You know what I mean? All these cats that be getting shot in Chicago, none of y'all want to talk about it. We bring it up, it's the way, it's white supremacy. It's white supremacy fault. This is what y'all say. Yeah. We want to talk about black on black. Oh, the white man brought up the term white on white crime. It's propaganda to keep us apart. Like, that's what the people say. Yeah. One mugging has these people going crazy. Kamala Harris talking about it. Everybody talking about it.
But they ain't talking about Ed Buck, though.
That's another story. That's why I'm like, what are we talking about here? 2 people died in Ed Buck's crib. Nobody said anything. I heard a couple people wanting to saying something about, he needs to be prosecuted. But that's it. That's as far as it went. See, the black folks got a problem, man. And the problem is the TV can dictate their thoughts too well. And it's crazy. They got to turn the mainstream media off. We black folks got to turn that shit off, man. Because since the mainstream media didn't go further with Ed Buck, the black man and woman forgot all about it. But since the mainstream media is going all the way in on Jussie Smollet, here come the blue check, the verified Negroes. Here they come. They got to talk about. We got to do something about Jussie. It's black males, straight black men's fault. Oh my God! I seen one cat called straight black males the N word, the hard ER. This is a brother too. He was killing straight black men. I'm like, what is your problem, man? It's like we cause everything. Your problem in your life is caused by straight black males, man. We just try to live just like you is, brother.
This is the animosity that they hold when they don't have that black masculinity in their life. You know, if we look at Planned Parenthood's darling of feminism, of black feminism, who hates R. Kelly, but her man left her while she was pregnant, went and married a whole nother woman. So we know why she hates black men, right? And we know why some of these LGBT men hate black men. Like Dr. Umar would say, they got no daddy at home disorder. And when you ain't got no daddy at home, you start to resent black men. You start to resent that masculinity. Here we are. Now we white man done beat somebody up. And it's our fault.
It's our fault. Like I don't understand this, man. It's like, come on, can we come to our senses here? And plus the story is fishy as hell. You know, like, come on, if we sit there and look at it, like, come on, man, something else has went on here. And then, you know, y'all want to take it and run with it because, you know, you in black community, the black culture, American black culture, if you will, like, it's only something to stand up for if the white man did it to you. Like all that black on black crime in the South Side, man, whatever. But as soon as the white man put hands on a Negro, oh my God, we gotta stop. Oh, what the hell? First of all, you should have been embarrassed he got washed out there in Chicago. You should have been like, you should have knocked one of them out, man. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Off the strip. You're out there getting washed and put bleach on you and come on, man. I'm like, nah, man, nah.
Yeah. If y'all
we gotta learn to fight. When did the black men stop learning how to fight? I thought we could hold hands. I thought our hands was nice, man.
Pop Son said the LGBT men got super strength. I don't know what happened. R.I.P. Pop Son. He said they got super strength.
Yeah, rest in peace, Popson, man.
But yeah, you know, I just think, again, this is hypocritical that we had two black men die in Ed Buck's house. Nobody says nothing. And then they fabricate this homophobia within the black community. Like, we've never had homophobia in the black community. We've coexisted with gay people. We've known about gay people our entire lives. We've probably cracked jokes. You know, Eddie Murphy and them, you know, used to crack mad jokes, but Eddie Murphy was still cool with a lot of, you know, gay dudes, you know what I mean, all up in the industry or whatever. But we all grew up around gay people. I you know, I remember working with gay dudes, and I don't remember one time being homophobic. You know, my last company was, you know, I think I had 4 or 5 gay guys on my staff. You know, when I had a gossip blog, you know what I mean? And they ran that shit. Like, you know, the gay community and the women, that's what they do. They like gossip about these celebrities. So I gave them a platform and they went wild with it. But you know, we had meetings, we had team meetings. I never had no instance of homophobia with them. I just was like, y'all niggas like that and I like this, but let's get this money. You know what I'm saying? And you know, even high school, we know about gay people. So they try to, like, you know, create this idea that there's like this problem of homophobia that really doesn't exist, man. And it's unfair when it comes back to when something does go wrong with them, it's the black man's fault. It's terrible, man.
Yeah, I think that needs to be addressed because, yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Like, to me, if I'm looking at it, I think the black community is probably the more accepting of that culture or that community or that lifestyle, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, you know what I mean? If you want to put numbers on it, I think there's a higher percentage of black gays than other races.
Absolutely.
Like, if you compare it to like Asian or Indian or even white, and I would think it's a little bit higher. I'm just eyeballing it, but they don't ever do them real statistics because then you can figure out why stuff is happening. But you know what I mean? But if you eyeball it, there's everybody. Like my barber is a lesbian, black lesbian. Yeah. I let her cut my hair. You know what I mean? There's like, I don't know where this thing comes from. We've always been interacting with them.
Yeah.
Since the 70s and 80s, man. I don't understand how a black man's got a rep. Now there's been cases of, I think, it was like last year, a guy threw hot water on like his girlfriend's gay son and the boyfriend. They were sleeping on the couch or something like that. That stuff happens, and that's unfortunate. But you can't just plaster that on the black community as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be assholes and jerks in life that do stupid shit and do evil stuff to people. But I think maybe the church has a lot to do with it. Like a lot of people got X'd out because there's some hardcore Christians in the black community, but overall, I don't think we are overly homophobic or any more homophobic than anybody else. In fact, I think we're less.
Somebody said, do they see MS-13 or illegals fighting local Chicago gangs? I don't know, man. We gotta get Cooley on here to answer that one. Cooley could definitely tell us. Matter of fact, where is Cooley? I haven't seen him on Twitter in a while.
Oh, I don't know. Lipster Davis, thanks for the super chat. They had on Hotep coffee shirts.
My man, Lipster Davis. Shout out to Lipster, yo. Consistent supporter. Appreciate you.
But yeah, we'll see what happens. It's still ongoing investigation. How do you think it's going to play out, man?
Oh, man. Either we are we either gonna this thing's just gonna go away quietly, or he got to get exposed.
Right.
There's the two ways. Either way, I don't see anything outside of that. But either way, he's going to be exposed. He's either going to be exposed in the light or in the dark.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some funniness coming on because once they try to get them phone records, then they'll be like, "Oh man, ain't nothing went on, man." Anyway, let's move on.
I think the left will throw him some bait though. They'll throw him some help. Just because he threw the MAGA line, they're like, you did try to help us out a little bit, dog.
Yeah, they'll give him some bail, man. They'll throw him some bail, man. Oh man, this is sickening, man. Breakfast Club. No, is it the Breakfast Club? Yeah, it's the Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
right?
That was Breakfast Club.
Killer Mike was on. Him and DJ Envy had a nice little discussion. Had people talking.
Yeah.
Killer Mike was taking. They were talking about public schools versus private schools, right? And what I think Envy was missing is that he's got money. You know what I mean? He's not like he ain't broke. What Killer Mike was saying for middle class and poor blacks, a lot of times that option isn't available to them. Envy was talking about, he sends his kids, to them big buck schools. You know what I mean? He sent them schools to kids, they become billionaires when they go to that school. That's what Envy was saying.
He ain't lying.
Okay. He ain't lying. Now, where do we go from here? Because it seemed like Killer Mike was trying to say, man, a lot of times we got to start building our own schools. This is stuff we've been saying. Umar, what I mean? For everybody, we all get on Dr. Umar. He had the right idea.
Right.
We got to start building our own schools and stuff,
Right.
teaching our own.
I feel like that conversation was a bit unfair for both of those guys because they're both right.
Mm.
They are both right. You have the option in the middle class neighborhood. Also, we got to understand that Killer Mike is coming off of a different time period, right? So, like, back in his day, going to public school, white kids was hostile. Right. Nowadays, white kids love black people. They love hip hop culture. You black, they going, you like the cool kid. You know what I mean? Like, you show them the new dance, the whip, and the nay-nay. So I don't think that hostility exists. Maybe, in some areas of the United States, but for the most part, I don't know if that hostility still exists, but I'm sure there is some hostility. So I look at this thing like this. You have the Nignock school, and then you have a black school. Those are two different things. You got the Hotep school where the kids are excelling. Everybody comes from a good family. Everybody's involved in building. Then yes, I can send my kids to that establishment.
Right.
But if the Nignogs in the area are going to create a hostile environment for my child, then I'd rather send them to a less hostile environment with the good old white folks. You know what I mean? Because that option happened with me. I could send my kids to the Nignog school and let them get that good old black culture, but I'm not. You know what I mean? Right. We're going a different path. We're going to go charter and put them with these POC. It's good Asian. Let them learn alongside these good Asians. Right? And where there's minimal Nignog influence. I don't perceive anything good coming from the Nignog culture. What good do we produce? What good is produced in the black community? Tell me.
Learn how to dance.
Everything outside of the arts.
Oh.
What exactly do we contribute? We
outside of the arts, man, it's hard to say.
This is what I'm saying. So until we're dealing with a group of blacks that are Hoteps that actually have something to contribute to the community, then we could work. Like, I'll send my kids to a Hotep school. I'm not going to send them to a Nignog school. Those are two completely different types of blacks. And that's what we got to understand, what type of blacks we're talking about. Now, when you raising a child out here in the middle class, what you need to do is you need to be raising your children to be either academically great or athletically great, or ideally both, so that they get a full scholarship to the private programs. So the private programs get them that full ride scholarship to the universities, the top universities, which will slide them right in C level when they graduate, or somewhere, with a good corporation, if you're taking them that route, right? But the fact of the matter is, Master P's son went to USC. He didn't go to a HBCU. Mm-hmm. Killer Mike was pushing that HBCU thing, and honestly, I don't know what good comes from an HBCU. I never went to one. So I can't speak too much on it, but from what I've seen from the HBCU doesn't produce much good for black people. It's once again a place where they turn Hoteps into liberals.
You're right about that. I think the premise is good, but I think the application of it is lacking. I think they should be geared to what the community needs. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's what's happening. You got to be careful. A lot of these colleges, like what I actually, my daughter got into, she got into the charter school. And this is one of the charter schools she can go from kindergarten all the way through high school and stuff like that. So I was like, thank God, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, the school out here ain't that bad, but I think in a smaller setting, she's going to do a lot better. So I'm like, yes, you know what I mean? But we should have options to send kids anywhere. You know what I mean? If you want to go to this school for this or that school for that, that's what it should be. But I think more importantly, on what Killer Mike is, I think, kind of missing is, a lot of people want to send them to these schools, to the public school where there's a lot of people that look like them. But you're like what you were saying, if some of the families aren't involved in their kids, you got a lot of nogs running around, it's going to disrupt. And, one apple can spoil a bunch. You know what I mean? It's a true thing. You know what I mean? So we got to come better with our families in raising our children in our neighborhoods and have them more respectful and wanting to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you have a bunch of kids that don't want to learn, you don't want to send your kid there.
I mean, even Angela in the interview, she said that she went to private, I think, one year, and then she begged her parents to send her to public. And in senior year, she had to go back to private because she was messing up in public. And that's just because, you hanging around your peoples, you tend to get distracted. But when you hanging around somebody that you're not comfortable around, you tend to just have to focus on, your book work. You don't have so many distractions. And I that's my appeal for, I understand we want to have this togetherness with black people, but I also have counter arguments for why we should send our kids to primarily white institutions.
Yeah, I totally dig what you're saying. You know what I mean?
I mean, look at what Killer Mike said. He said charter schools. When he brought up charter school, what did he say? He said something about Republicans, right? And this is what I'm saying. The left won't even allow. They don't want us to have charter schools. We don't have we don't have school choice. So when black people are looking to educate themselves, we can't even do it if we keep following behind the Democratic rule. You know what I mean? And then Killer Mike was talking about some other things, but on campus, I've spoken to Hotep kids. I went and I did a lecture on a HBCU campus, and they're complaining and saying we're like basically like you have to be quiet about being Hotep on campus. You have to, keep your views mum. And I'm like, damn, like it's like that. And it's like, yeah, even the professors won't agree with you and your grades. And it's like, so if we're gonna have institutions, they have to be free of thought. They can't be, basically indoctrination stations to send your kid straight to the DNC. You know what I mean? Because to me, if you send a kid to HBCU, you still send them to a primarily white institution because you learning primarily white things. You learning primarily white ideas. They send you HBCU and now your ass is over here marching. Right? And then what Killer Mike said, forget all that marching, right?
Yeah.
He said, forget all that marching. But that's that Hotep talk. And if you say, forget all that marching, let's build a school, niggas gonna call you Hotep.
Yeah.
You see, this is why I say, like, we can't send our kids to these black schools until we clean up these black schools and set them straight. And if the school don't say M Hotep University, my kids ain't going there.
Isaiah Emoji, thank you for the super chat. Mike Lowry, the more you give into the agenda, the more they'll move the goalposts until everyone is effeminate. Shout out to Mike Lowry, thank you for that.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, so but it was interesting. Like everybody, everybody in the chat, if y'all have some time, go to the Breakfast Club YouTube channel after you got done watching the hottest podcast on the net. Go watch that Killer Mike versus DJ MV interview. It's pretty good.
Yeah, they're basically making a case for should you send your black child to the public black school or should you send them to the primarily white institution? And DJ Envy says, I send my kids to primarily white institution. And Killer Mike says he sends his kid to public school. Killer Mike can send his kids to public school because he's famous. They ain't nobody going to mess with that. Everybody trying to some beats and stuff.
And there's a thing. And I'm like, a lot of people got to understand, Killer Mike down south, and there's they got a high black population, man. It's different down south than it's up north. You'll have that richness and depthness of the community. You don't really Northeast, man. You have pockets of blacks
Yeah.
communities in major inner cities, but it's not like down south. It's kind of different, man. You got to move kind of different up north.
Yeah, up north ain't none of that going down, Killer Mike.
Yeah. Isaiah, thank you. Thanks for another donation. Thanks for saying my man name right. Hey, man. Do I do what it do? On to sports.
Wait, real quick on that subject. They were talking about getting your blackness, right? Going to school for your blackness. This is my problem.
Yeah.
This is my problem. Like, your blackness got to come from home and family first.
Yeah.
School is where you go to tell the state that you're useful.
Yeah, you're okay.
You know what I mean? Like that you're going to be good for the economy. That's what school's for. To prove that your child's going to be good for this economy. The blackness, that comes from home. White kids don't go to school to learn whiteness.
They learn that from their home. They learn that early.
Them Asian kids, they don't go to school to learn Asianness. They learn that at home. When it's the holiday and it's time to wear their red dot, they got their red dot. When it's time to wear they henna on their arms, they got their henna on their arms. You know what's messed up with black people? They allow white people to tell us when and when we cannot wear do-rags. They say, oh, take your do-rag off in school. Nah, yo, we got to let them know that's religious garments. Just like these, if hijab could come in with his hijab on, you know what I'm saying? Like, our hair texture is technically supposed to stay wrapped because our coils collect dirt easily. So you want us to take our hair wrap off and be in this building with all these people sneezing and stuff, spreading your measles and your vaccinated children. Yo, let's go to the next topic.
All right, we'll wrap it up with sports, man. NBA trades. Knicks traded Kristaps Porzingis. I seen people say Mark Cuban's trying to build an Aryan Nation team on Dallas Mavericks. I swear to God. I don't know, man. Anthony Davis is saying wants to get traded to the Lakers so he can play with LeBron. I don't know. Robert Wardak is saying create a subscription button. They're telling you to create a subscription button, brother.
A subscription button?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. We appreciate that. I'm going to work on that.
Yeah, matter of fact, Joe Budden was streaming live today, man. He had like 7,000 views. Then he talked about how he worked the super job. I was like, oh man, this guy gonna rake up, man.
Oh man, he finally figured it out. he must have been watching Hotep BEEN Told You.
Yeah, so I don't know about the NBA trades. The Super Bowl's this weekend. Who do you got, man? Who do you got?
I'm going with the white man's team.
You going to Patriots?
Yeah, you know they gonna cheat their way in there. just like they cheated last week.
Hey, chat. Who do y'all got for the Super Bowl? 1, Patriots. 2, the Rams. I'm leaning towards the Patriots. I think I just think the Rams are they're gonna make a couple too many mistakes and it's not gonna happen for them. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I think you said it. They were gonna be up in the White House. Because if the Rams go, the Rams not going to the White House, but Brady going to the White House.
Can you imagine Brady in the White House? Oh my God! No, they gotta win. They gotta win, man. We need Tom Brady in the White House, man.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, Tom Brady with the MAGA hat on is triggering.
Yo, oh my gosh, man. Imagine how many liberal heads would explode, man.
Tom Brady's a white supremacist. Look at that smirk. Damn. I hope it happens. I kind of want to see it just so I could just see them in the White House with Trump because I know St. Louis not going.
Yeah, definitely. Southeast 01, salute to you fellas. I'm not active in the chat, but I listen to Been Told You every week. Thank you for coming back every week, man. We thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody in chat. Appreciate all the donations tonight. Yeah, we're out here, man. We're trying to feed y'all, feed the people.
What's up with that Bron trade? That they talking about getting rid of Zoe, Ingram, Kuzma.
Yeah.
What you think about that trade?
I don't know. I don't know if see, New Orleans don't really have to trade him now. They can wait till later in the year and trade him to Boston or whatever, but or get another different package. I don't know. LeBron. I kind of knew this. I kind of thought in the back of my head. I was like, man, Nike doesn't. Why would they continue to let Lonzo be on the squad? He can get that free publicity, get that big baller brand selling. I was like, man, I thought he would. But I just thought Lonzo would have been gone earlier. But I guess they didn't let it play out and see how it went. But I'm like, man, Nike gonna get him off the Lakers, man, because that's too much. That's too much easy advertising, man, for big baller brand. That's why I always thought. But AD is a good player. He's a little injury prone. He's a little soft. But I don't think it's going to be enough for the Brown and them to beat Golden State. He's probably better off riding with Kuzma and them and then trying to get one more player. But, I don't know.
If LeBron doesn't play in the All-Star game or he plays limited minutes, he's seriously injured.
Yeah, this is a big time. He's been out like 18. It's like 18 games, I think.
Yeah, this could be the end of LeBron.
Yeah, and Father Time's going to get him sooner or later, and it's going to be a drastic thing with him because he relied too much on his athleticism playing the big game of basketball. Like Jordan, in his older years, he kind of gravitated to, a skilled floor player. He shot that fadeaway jumper everybody's shooting now. He had that down. His post-up game was nice. I don't see that with LeBron, man. If he's just going to be like a catch-and-shoot three, but as soon as he stop being able to get past people, he's going to be in trouble, man. And his body going to break down, too.
I heard he was on growth hormones.
I heard the rumor. He out there juicing. Everybody say he juicing and this, that, and the third. I don't know, but he's had a solid career. But Father Time's undefeated, man.
They said the side effect is you lose your hair.
He's been lost his hairline. If that's the truth, then he's guilty, man.
They say he been juicing since he was a kid. They said what's the name? The young ball. He on the growth hormones. He done shot up. He the tallest ball boy now.
Mello. Okay. Oh, LaMelo.
Yeah, he doing behind the back. He doing behind the back dunks and all types of whatnot now. I remember when he couldn't hardly dunk.
No, he still can't jump, but he just his arms are so long. He got a little bit of upbeat. Yeah. He ain't no super athlete though, but he's all right.
Yeah,
he's all right.
He's all right.
All right, man. This is another hour's been up, man. Thanks everybody coming on. Thanks for all the donations. What you got coming up this week, man? You got anything special, man?
No, nothing yet. Just make sure y'all subscribe to the go to hotepnation.com and subscribe to the mailing list to get all your Hotep updates. Shout out to Ben Settle for being our largest monetary supporter, Ray Sin, Lips to Davis, DC Numerology. We love y'all, man. Shout out to Chad, our editor. Appreciate you, homie.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Ayo.
Peace.
Next week.